Yeah.
Sir, you are live.
Good afternoon, one and all. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome all of you in the 6th webinar of this webinar series, Summer 2021. In this webinar series, we are organizing webinars on diverse topics in pharmacy. I would like to request our principal, sir, Dr. Rakesh Somani, to welcome our today's guest, Mr. Gopal Bajaj, sir. Sir, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Umesh Patil. So good afternoon, one and all present on this platform. I, on behalf of D.Y. Patil University School of Pharmacy, welcome our today's speaker, Shri Gopal Bajaj, and all the students, faculty members, and many persons from different fields who are interested to watch this activity today. As our speaker is going to talk about the sales and marketing aspects in the pharma industry, which is very relevant and contemporary topic. As probably we are knowing that majority of the pharma graduate after completion of bachelor program intend to go for sales and marketing. And so we are going to get good kind of tips from none other than the person who has been stalwart into the field itself. On behalf of D.Y. Patil University School of Pharmacy, I wish to inform each one here that School of Pharmacy organizes the summer webinars every year. This is our second year of this particular series. And today is our next leg of this particular event. So all these events, all these webinars will be conducted till 30th of June. And so it is my request to all the student communities and interested person to join these webinars on every Saturday .4 p.m. so that the different people from different field will come here on this platform and share their knowledge. Without taking further time, may I request Mr. Aditya to please introduce our today's speaker to the audience. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for the Mr. Gopal Bajaj, sir, for your presence here. I would just briefly read out his CV to all of you. So Mr. Gopal Bajaj has done his BSc from Amravati University. He has also done his diploma from Solapur, diploma in pharmacy, and his MBA from Sikkim Manipal University. He has also done the postgraduate diploma in foreign trades from World Trade Center, Mumbai. After that, he has been into the sales and marketing since 2004. So almost 17 years of his tremendous experience in the sales and marketing that we are will be visualizing today. So from the Lupin, he has started his career from the Lupin industry as an MR. He has gone to the PSA Chemicals, then Mangalam Drugs and Organics Limited, then to Cipla as the management staff and export executive. Then to the Reliance Life Sciences, he has worked from 2010 to 2013 as a deputy manager of international business API division. Then he has moved to Centaur Pharmaceuticals as a manager of international business. Then to the Tyke industry that he is currently working with. He is working there as a head of international sales and marketing. So huge experience of almost 17 years and into sales and marketing. So thank you, sir, for being with us and sparing your valuable time for us. Thank you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Aditya. Thank you very much, Principal Sir, once again. And thanks to all the staff for organizing such a wonderful series of lectures for the students in this lockdown, which will be definitely going to helpful to students for their future career. Thank you very much to all of you. And shall I start, sir, now, or we have some?
You can start.
We can start now. Okay. Thank you very much, sir. So let me start with presentations for the opportunities in sales and marketing. First of all, I hope all the students, all the staff member and all the audience is doing well in this pandemic series. I hope majority of us must have taken the vaccine. If anybody has not taken the vaccine, being a pharmacist, I must recommend to go and take the vaccines and stay safe. Follow all the pandemic rules and regulations stipulated by the government and take care of yourself. So to start with, I'm just presenting a few slides and our team will have good knowledge on some inputs. Just a second. Aditya sir, can you view the slide? Everybody can view the slide? Okay. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes.
Thank you so much. So the student to start with, today's subject as explained by Aditya sir and Dr. Somani sir is the opportunity in sales and marketing after pharmacy. So let me first congratulate to all the students for joining of this noble profession. Of course, everybody was knowing that this is a noble profession, but now for last 2 years due to pandemic, everyone has realized this is really a noble profession, and everyone is getting a opportunity to serve the community, to the patients, to the medical staff. And pharmacist is playing a very key role in overcoming this pandemic across the globe. So I must congratulate to all the students for joining this profession. Few years ago, I got a few experiences from the people who completed pharmacy. They were not happy. Arey, maine pharmacy join kiya, ab mera kaisa hoga? But later, when I interacted with them, I cleared their doubt, and now everybody is aware. Yes, they have joined pharmacy, and it is really a good profession. So once again, congratulations to all of you. Since we are starting, our subject is on sales and marketing. I will go through some global market figures. Being a salesperson, global pharmaceutical industry is going to have a growth of 6.9% CAGR in year 2019 to 24. So I must say to all the pharmacy students to take the advantage of this growth. If the industry will grow, definitely we will also grow individually in career and our personal life. There are a lot of key factors for this growth, like new molecule entities are under development. Then few orphan drug sales is also going to increase by 109 billion. And a lot of approvals are going to be expected from the health authorities across the globe. Then the next slide, this is just a graphics for how the pharma industry is growing since 2019. You can see the big jump in from 2019 and anticipated jump in 2024. Then we must take look into our Indian pharmaceutical industry also, as a lot of people are aware that India is a leading pharmaceutical medicines and pharmaceutical producer across the globe. We are one of the highest exporter of the generic products, APIs and intermediate across the globe. We are one of the fastest growing industry and economy in the world. Rapidly growing healthcare sector in the India. Then there is a high potential of generic market. I believe most of us must be knowing what is generic, so no need to explain that again. And there is a robust growth in the biotech industry as well. By 2024-25, India's biotech industry is esteemed to increase $100 billion. $100 billion is not a small figure, and that too we are anticipating from the Indian biotech industry. So we all pharmacy students are having really a good future in sales and marketing, and of course in other segment of pharmaceutical industry as well. This is some classification of Indian pharmaceutical industry. Like basically broadly it is divided into 4 parts: active pharmaceutical ingredients, contract research and manufacturing services, formulation development and manufacturing, and biosimilar biopharmaceuticals. So this is just a broad overview of our pharma industry. Now I will take you to the main subject for which I believe everyone is waiting. And this is what the traditional opportunities and hierarchies in sales and marketing after pharmacy. So looking at the photograph, I believe our student must have got some idea for what I am talking about now. See, this is the one slide I am presenting to you. It is giving a brief overview of domestic sales and marketing. normally our industry, our person means students start the career as a medical representative in sales and marketing. The basic job of medical representative is to generate the prescription for the organization by visiting regularly to the doctors, chemists, hospitals, collecting the orders from distributor, passing it to the head office for distributions, timely supplies to the patients. Area manager is the person who means that medical representative reports to the area manager. Each medical representative is having let's say 1 or 2 cities under him. They keep on visiting to all the cities and doctors, and the basic criteria to become a medical representative, as I mentioned, the diploma pharmacy or a science graduate or pharmacy graduate. If you have MBA degree, it is going to add an advantage in your career. Along with that, IT skill, communication skill, and yes, driving license is must, because we know we have to travel continuously on the bike to meet the hospitals. So the normal annual CTC given to the medical representative is starting from 2.25 lakh per annum and plus incentives. So 2.25 lakh plus incentives, it goes up to sky because incentives are also there. And what CTC I am mentioning over here, it is one of the, it is just a start. So CTC stated here is based on the experience, knowledge, and company policy. Then we go to the area managers. Area manager handle the team of 5 to 6 medical representative. More than that, also few district under him, and he look after all the sales and marketing and take care of his team. Area manager further reports to the regional manager. The regional manager is leading the team of 3 to 4 area manager. He is responsible for the sales across that region, which may include 3 to 4 districts. And regional manager reports to the zonal manager. So zonal manager is also, he is a leader of team of regional manager. 5 to 6 regional manager or more than that also report to him, and he is responsible for overall sales and marketing of the state. So for the position of regional sales manager and zonal sales manager, the criteria is approximately 15 years of experience plus MBA, team management skills should be there, IT skills should be there, and the normal salary range start from minimum 11.5 lakh and above, depends on the company experience, knowledge, and the exposure of the candidate. And of course, the handsome incentives are also the part of their CTC. So now zonal manager reports to the sales manager, or we can say it is the national sales manager. So national sales manager is the leading team of 8 to 9 zonal manager. More than that also depend on the company policy.
Network glitch there is, I guess.
Gopalji, we are not able to hear you.
I think there is some network issues.
Yeah.
Oh, he got disconnected. No. There was some network problem.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just a minute, I am resharing again the slides.
Sure, sir.
Shall we start?
Yeah.
So I was talking about the vice president. In pharmaceutical companies, there are multiple divisions across the company which are divided based on the therapeutic category. Each division is having their separate vice president. So overall, vice president is responsible for the sales and marketing of their particular division for which he is responsible. And he is a leader of 3 to 4 sales manager, and across down the line, all that three, what I have explained, they are ultimately directly or indirectly reporting to the vice president. So now here the designations and the CTC and criteria, what I have mentioned here, it is just a brief information. It may vary based on the company, based on the candidate, based on the requirement. So don't consider this as a thumb rule, but yes, there is a good career in the domestic sales and marketing, as I mentioned earlier. So now there is one more area in the domestic sales and marketing, which we call it as a, just a minute. You can view the slide. Hello.
No, sir.
Not yet, sir. It will take, I guess, one or more, 2 or more.
Hello.
Sir, hello.
We are not able to see your slides now.
Yeah, now there is some internet connectivity issue.
Yeah, there is
Connectivity issue, it seems.
Yeah.
Now am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Do one thing, sir. Just turn off your camera and share the slides then.
That is better.
Hello.
Hello,
Sir,
sir.
hello. Sir, hello.
Yeah, Gopal, sir. Hello.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Now you are audible. Sir, turn off your camera and then you can start. So.
Okay, I can turn off the camera, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, very good. Thank you for your suggestion. Thank you. So I will start with the last slide. Sales and marketing is a manager or product management team. So the key job profile of product management or product manager is to develop the marketing strategy, marketing program, doing the budget planning, developing the scientific brochure for the product promotion. Product manager also go to the field work along with the front-end sales team. They give training and they coordinate with the front-end sales team for successful implementation of the market strategy. And they also conduct the marketing survey so that they can keep on developing new strategy as and when required. The basic criteria for the this particular position is one should be a graduate, of course, pharmacy should IT. Just a second, let me see the connection one more time. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Yes, sir, you are audible. Yes, sir. Hi.
Okay. Okay. I checked. I think at my end, the connection is perfect.
No, because we are able to see each other, talk with each other. Only from your end, there are some problems. You anyway continue now.
Just a second. Let me correct the issue. Just be online. Now I think, okay. Now I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
You can view the slide.
Not yet, sir.
Now you can view it.
No, sir.
आप देख रहे हो क्या? I think now it is visible.
Yes, sir. Sir, slides is not yet visible. So there is some bandwidth issue, I think. Internet is slow actually. That is the problem.
Right?
Mr. Bajaj? Hello.
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 Sir.
We are able to see your slides now.
Okay, very good, very good.
You
Just
make it a present. Yeah.
okay. Now, sorry for inconvenience to everybody.
No problem. Please.
No problem.
Yeah, so this is what about the domestic marketing. I have explained from medical representative up to vice president positions, and the other position is the product management team and product manager. So the next thing, other segments for pharmacy student for sales and marketing. Like there are the industry which prefer pharmacy student for their sales and marketing for their products and services, like corporate hospitals nowadays are there, private hospitals are there, veterinary drug manufacturing companies, biomedical devices companies, dental product promotional companies, diagnostic pathology lab, corporate retail pharmacy chains, e-pharmacy, pharma packaging company, Ayurvedic company, herbal and company. All these areas are open for the pharmacy student, and these industry people give high preference to the pharmacy student. If anybody want to go in some different area after pharmacies, they can consider these areas to explore the career opportunities. And these areas are also very good areas. People are making career in that areas. I have so many friends in this segment who are doing very good in their jobs. This is what about the domestic marketing, which are mostly our people are aware of this thing. Now I am going to take you to the next slide. It is called as opportunities in B2B segment. Now B2B segment is very, lot of people are unaware of what is B2B segment. B2B segment is basically a business to business sales. In this B2B segment, what we normally do, a company is offering their product and services to the other companies. And what is other way of business is B2C, wherein companies are offering their product to the consumer, business to consumer and business to business sale. So there is a very high demands of the pharmacy student in the B2B segment. For example, as I mentioned here, there are the packaging companies who are offering their packaging products, services, and solutions to the pharma companies. So the packaging industry demand the pharmacy students so that pharmacy pharmacy graduate candidate go to the pharma companies and promote their packaging products and services. Likewise, there are the chemical intermediate API offered by a lot of manufacturer to the formulation manufacturing company. There also a pharmacy graduate is required as a B2B segment. Nowadays, clinical research companies are also offering their services to the pharma companies and hospitals for study. So clinical research companies are also looking for the pharma graduate. So there is a lot of scope for the pharmacy student in the B2B segment as well. So now the brief job description for sales and marketing in B2B segment is like the candidate, the salesperson has to generate the business inquiries from the prospective client, submitting them the quotations and samples of the required product, regularly meeting to the customer, doing the contract negotiation, follow-up for the purchase order from client, then doing the follow-up with the logistic department for timely dispatch of the material, doing payment follow-up with the customer on due time, repeat order follow-up on the periodical basis, negotiation with the negotiation on the sales agreement and the confidentiality agreement with the customers. So there are areas in the B2B segment where the student can really do a good job, and it is one of the growing, B2B segment is one of the very growing industry nowadays in India, because a lot of overseas companies, a lot of domestic companies, marketing companies who don't have the manufacturing setup. So manufacturing companies are hiring the candidate to promote their product to the marketing companies. So there is a very good scope in the B2B segment. Majorly the job opportunities for B2B segment are based in the metros and semi-metro cities, and cities like Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Ahmedabad, Delhi. All these cities you will get a lot of opportunity for B2B segment. Whereas the earlier what I told about medical representative, these type of jobs are very good for the people who don't want to leave their hometown, because medical representative jobs are available in each and every city, whereas B2B jobs are available in the metros and semi-metro cities, depend on the corporate requirement. So this is what the brief job profile of the marketing team of B2B segment. There are the positions offered in B2B segments are like marketing executive, business development executive, senior executives, assistant manager, manager, up to VP CEO level. These are the criteria. Of course, everyone require graduates and MBA nowadays. And in the senior positions, they require the good experience in the particular segment. And salary for the junior level minimum start from the 2.5. Of course, again, it is not a thumb rule. And for the senior position like assistant manager and above, it starts from 6 lakhs plus incentives. And it depends. I have seen the people in the B2B segment earning more than 50 lakhs, 60 lakh rupees per annum. Believe me, this is the beauty of this B2B segment. So this is also one of the very emerging area for the students to look for their career. And if anybody need more information, definitely I am available to guide them on this segment. Now the next segment in the sales and marketing is the international sales and marketing, which is one of my favorite topic. And of course, I am doing international sales and marketing for last more than 15 years. So as we say, international sales and marketing, the immediate picture come in our mind कि अरे flight में जा रहा है, अलग-अलग countries में घूम रहा है, 5-star hotels में रुक रहा है, ये सब चीजें वहाँ पे है. But at the same time, we are getting very good global exposure. It is helping us to develop our personality, to understand various culture across the globe, and of course, it is giving really a very good monetary benefit as well. So moving to the next slide. I will just give you the brief overview of international pharma industry. It is broadly classified into 3 segments like regulated market, semi-regulated market, and non-regulated market. So in simplified way, if we say regulated market is the developed countries like US, Canada, Europe, Japan, China, Korea, Brazil, Russia. Semi-regulated market like Tunisia, Taiwan, Thailand, Indonesia, Argentina, Turkey, Chile, all these countries. And non-regulated countries like African countries, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Nepal, etc. So there are a lot of countries fall under all these categories based on their regulatory requirement and of course their overall development. So coming to the next slide, products and services classified for international marketing is our Indian pharma industry is mainly divided into, as I explained before, APIs, finished formulation, contract manufacturing and services, biopharmaceutical and clinical research. Nowadays, these are the very key areas for global sales and marketing. I will just explain the brief job description of the international sales and marketing. Basically, the salesperson has to identify the customer, to generate the business inquiry from the customer. After generating business inquiries, we have to send them quotations on email. If they accept our quotation, we have to arrange samples, then doing the regular follow-up for contract negotiation, sample analysis, in order to get the purchase orders. So this, though I have mentioned it in very short way, but this process takes 9 months to 12 month time to get one product business from the customer, from the overseas customers, because it requires a lot of registration and regulatory documentation and formalities. So again, in the next, we have to do regular overseas traveling to meet the customer, to develop and expand our company base. We must do the market survey, competitor analysis. We must do follow-up with the logistic companies and department for prompt shipment of the product to the international customers. Payment follow-up with the customers is there, email, phone, regular contacting them on email and phone. Then negotiating the various kind of agreement. Though I have mentioned only sales agreement, there are multiple agreements like quality agreements are there, confidentiality agreements are there, sales agreements are there. All these are the part of sales and marketing and the business. So all this came to the salesperson to coordinate with the international customer. So of course, customer relationship management is a key for all kind of sales job. And the international sales and marketing person has to visit regularly to the trade shows like CPHIs, ChemSpec, DCAT. DCAT mainly happen in the US, IFX. IFX mainly happen in the India. So I am regularly visiting to all these trade shows every year. I am regularly visiting to the overseas customer for generating the business as a part of my job. Then moving to the next slide, the positions, there are various positions offered in the international sales and marketing, right from junior level to the CEO, MD level. The criteria for international sales and marketing is like graduate, postgraduate with MBA, along with import and export or a foreign trade course. So the student who are willing to go for international sales and marketing, I must recommend them to go for MBA international market. Or if you are not getting chance to do MBA international market, let us do MBA in sales and marketing. Along with that, you can do the import and export courses. As I did import export course from the World Trade Center based in Mumbai, or anybody he is willing to explore MBA in foreign trade, he can take an admission to IIFT. I think IIFT is based in Delhi or Noida somewhere, Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. So that is also a very good institute. So these are the criteria required. So minimum salary, annual salary is offered minimum 3 lakh rupees, and it goes up to 1 crore also for the senior, more than 1 crore also. There are a lot of people who are doing very good job in the sales and international sales and marketing. And nowadays they are enjoying their life. Work from home is there. Nowadays, all the customers are available on phone and email. Due to pandemic, we are not able to travel. But international marketing, I must recommend a student to consider as a career, because Indian pharmaceutical industry is growing like anything, and there is a huge opportunities for the students. I must move to the next slide. Now I have few recommendations for the people, for the student who wanted to go for international marketing. Whenever you are planning to go for international marketing, I must recommend student to acquire the geopolitical knowledge of that particular geography, then acquire the knowledge of international regulatory agencies and health authorities, acquire the knowledge of patent information. There are a lot of sites available which can give you the patent information, Of course, library is there. There you can get a lot of books for patents. Then acquire the product knowledge, registration procedure. Each and every country is having their different registration procedure. So one must acquire that knowledge. One must learn about the GMP norm and ICH guideline. Like every country is having their own GMP norm. If we talk about US market, there is a US FDA. If we talk about UK market, there is a UK MHRA, it is a health authority. So one must have the basic idea of that GMP norms of that respective countries, so that while going for interview or while going to meet the customer, if we know the basics of all these things, we can effectively communicate and deliver our message to customer to generate the business. One must have the basics of the dossiers. So I will just give you brief information of what is dossier, what is DMF, what is CEPs. Dossiers normally, dossier terminology normally used for the formulations. Drug master file terminology normally used for the APIs. We can say dossiers or DMFs are the Bible of that particular product. It contains all the information how the product has been developed up to the commercial manufacturing level. So registering the dossier, registering the DMF with the respective health authority is also the job of regulatory affair, but that is having the business advantage. Once the product gets registered over that particular country, the business development person, the sales person can go and meet the customer saying that my product is registered with your authority. This is the DMF number. This is what I have the dossier. This is what I have the certificate of suitability from the health authority. So once we have such type of registration, that helps a customer to give you the inquiry and register your product in their country. Along with that, one must acquire the knowledge of basics of R&D, production, quality regulatory norm of the respective geography. And of course, what product we are selling, we should be aware that what is our basic R&D, what kind of chemistry our company is doing, what kind of expertise our company are having. And basically, we must have the good contacts with the overseas local agents and the customers, so that whenever we have new product launch or anything new with respect to business, based on our that contacts, we can explore the opportunities, multiple opportunities with our customers. So this is what the additional recommendation, high recommendation to the people who are willing to join international sales and marketing. So this was the slide. I will take you to the next slide, like GMP. I was talking about GMP in my earlier slide. So as GMP is applicable in the manufacturing, there is a GMP also applicable in the business, in the life. GMP stands for good manufacturing practices. Similarly, GMP stand in the business like good marketing, management, and mankind of practices. So I must recommend student, don't take anything seriously, but be sincere in the sales and marketing. Sincerity gets count. And since if the salesperson is sincere, the business will automatically come. This is what I have explained to all of you in a very brief way. Actually, pharmaceutical sales and marketing and pharmaceutical industry itself is a big ocean. Every day people keep on learning new things, and every day there is a new development in the industry. So this is what brief information I wanted to give you. I would like to thanks to all the students, audience, and college team and principal sir for inviting me on this session. And thank you so much to all of you. Over to Aditya sir.
Yeah, you can de-share the screen, sir. Stop sharing the screen.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
You want me to reshare the screen?
De-share the screen.
Stop sharing the screen.
Stop sharing the screen, sir.
Okay.
So now you can switch on your video.
Yes. Now it is okay?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
You can switch on your video now so that we can see you and students can ask questions also. Aditya, you take the question. Probably, if you permit Aditya, I can ask a question on behalf of student.
Yeah.
Quickly. Mr. Bajaj, it was really a wonderful talk, though there was a technical glitch, but otherwise it was really a good input. Many things I also got cleared about it. I have a basic question on behalf of all the entire student community I wish to ask you.
Yes,
now
sir.
you have given certain requirement, when one has to work into the international sales and marketing fit. For example, having geopolitical knowledge, etc., etc. My basic question is, what are the personal attributes one should have, not only in the international sales marketing, but also in general? In general sales marketing, what kind of aptitude or behavioral attitude one should have? What is your opinion about it? And this is very important for the students.
I agree. I agree. Thank you so much for asking this question, which is very, very basic question, but equally very, very important question. In one line only, I will answer. If anybody want to have successful career in sales and marketing, one should always have the positive attitude towards any kind of situation, whether it is a local marketing or a international marketing. If the person is positive, he can do wonders in their job. So positive attitude is very, very important. And of course, other things come based on the experience, like English communication, developing the personality, having the proper attire. All these things come based on the experience and the training and the other things. But the positive attitude, it comes within us. So I must say that my answer to your question is a positive attitude.
Yeah. So, sir, a few questions I would like to ask you that students are put in the chat box. Which MBA is more beneficial, the core MBA or the pharma MBA? After pharmacy, obviously, I guess everyone is asking.
Sir, if you don't mind, if you can disclose the name of student so that I can specifically address
So it is from Rushabh Chandak and Shani.
Okay. So they wanted to learn about what MBA they wanted to do. See, basically MBA earlier, when we were doing our colleges earlier in the MBA, there were hardly 3 to 4 streams, like sales and marketing is one of them. So if anybody is getting very good college, IIM and St. Xavier and all the top B school kind of college, and if person is getting admission over there in plain sales and marketing, or it is international sales and marketing, I must say that he should go and take the admission to sales and marketing, whether it is international or local. If you ask about me, I have did MBA in sales and marketing. It was not classified as an international or a domestic, but sales and marketing, the basic MBA covers international as well as domestic aspect both. If anybody gets sales and marketing, I must recommend he should go and do the sales and marketing in MBA.
Okay.
Hope I have answered your question.
Yeah. So, and one more question is from Nilansh Bhartiya. What do you consider as most challenging aspect of pharmaceutical sales job?
What do you consider as
most challenging aspect of a pharmaceutical sales job?
Most challenging aspect for pharmaceutical sales job is keeping confidence whenever people dominate you. That is the most challenging job, because nowadays, not nowadays, earlier also, in olden days also, if we consider from Ramayana to Kali Yuga till date, everywhere there are the people who are having negative thoughts. Let's say if I am doing something good, somebody is feeling some jealousy, he will try to dominate me. So if I am keeping myself positive, that is the challenge. There is the challenge to control our emotions. There is a challenge. And that was the main answer to the question.
Yeah. And I guess he has one more question about doing MBA in India or outside the India. Which one is better?
I must recommend doing MBA in India is very good. There are a lot of very good colleges. It's not like that if you did MBA from any foreign university, then companies will come to your door. It is not like that. You do MBA from anywhere. Ultimately, the sales and marketing team or sales and marketing job depend on the personality of the salesman. Right now, a lot of people consider me as a head of sales and marketing. But in short, if I say, anybody asks me, what is your job profile? I simply say them, boss, I am a salesman. Be a hardcore salesman. Be a hardcore salesman, irrespective of any college or anything. Of course, colleges are important. Universities are equally important. I am not saying that that is not important. But if anybody is not getting admissions in the desired college, locally, globally, anywhere, don't get disheartened. Whatever you are getting, you learn in that area. Ultimately, if I say Apple over, if I say A for Apple here in India, Americans may say A for Anaconda, but A will not change. A will remain as it is. So basics of sales and marketing will not change anywhere. So that's why in my last slide, I clearly mentioned GMP, good marketing, good mankind, and good managerial practices. If you apply in your life, person can become a good salesperson. And salesmanship is not only related to the salesmanship. Every person like production executive, production manager, plant in charge, quality in charge, regulatory in charge, R&D in charge, even in your academics also, we all people are born salesmen. Being a salesman, I am selling the product. But you people being academics, you are selling your knowledge to the students. Quality person is selling his skill to the companies. Production person is selling his skill to the companies. So everyone basically is a salesman.
Yeah. I guess that's that answered the question. Last question I will ask for the session is from it's from Pragati Patil. Which type of problem we face in marketing profession and how we face it?
There are two types of problems in sales and marketing profession. I should not say it is as a problem. It should be considered as a challenge. Two challenges are there. One is to maintain our mental health, and second is to maintain our physical health. Because in mental health, as I explained earlier, there are a lot of negative situations. You come across negative situation and you are not able to deliver your output in that situation. So that is one big challenge. And of course, the health challenge, we have to keep on traveling continuously. There are a lot of limitations in the overseas countries. Within India also, a lot of limitations are there. Like if I say about myself, I am a Marwadi person. I don't eat any non-veg. So if I go out of India, when I go to Japan, when I went to China, it was a big challenge for me. What to eat, what to do. So I did my homework over there. Why it was a challenge for me? Because if I go and eat something there which is not suiting to my health, it will disturb my health in China or Japan, wherever I'm traveling. So the purpose of visiting that country or purpose of visiting that city or to that doctor is not getting fulfilled. So these are the two basic challenges over there.
I guess
other challenges are there. Other challenges are there, and that challenges, of course, every company is having their trainings to the candidates, and that challenges can be overcome through that training sessions.
Yeah. Okay, sir. I guess all the questions have been answered, and due to the time restraints, we'll be finishing up with that. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and for your valuable time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And if anybody require any kind of sales and marketing related information locally or globally, your student and everybody can contact me. I am readily available.
Yeah,
I have given my email IDs.
I just want to add here to all the students of D.Y. Patil University School of Pharmacy that Mr. Gopal Bajaj is on our Industrial Advisory Council. He's an active member of our IAC. So certainly in due course of time, we are going to take his inputs for you people when you are entering the third year and final year for sales and marketing. So naturally, we will take that advantage, you know, being being his presence in the IAC of Institute. Thank you, Mr. Bajaj, for your kind time and very informative session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I would like to thank Mr. Gopal Bajaj, sir, for taking out his time from his busy schedule and enlightening us with the knowledge. So I would like to thank our principal, sir, to giving this permission to organize such webinars. And last but not least, I would like to thank all the participant students present over here. Thank you all.
And I must say that the participation today is mostly from across the Mumbai, across the Maharashtra. So So thank you everyone. Thank you for your presence.
And please, every Saturday we are having webinars, so please join everyone. Thank you very much. Sadakat sir.